Hey, welcome everybody to This War of Mine. This War of Mine is basically a war survival game from the standpoint of civilians. The city's been shelled out, and we have three civilians here that have found each other and grouped up and are now setting up their base camp, so to speak, in this shelled out house that you see before you. How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavel while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogoran's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war, so they teamed up, hoping for the best. Alright, let's check everybody's bio. Now, Pavel's a fast runner. Before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they are okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last, so I scavenge ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. Now, he is sick. Bruno, he is a cook and a smoker. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice, and who knows how long this war is going to last. Marco is slightly wounded. He's our scavenger. I thought I'd been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I've entered blazing buildings to save lives more times than I care to remember. But back then, I had people teamed up against a common foe, namely the fire. Nowadays, your former neighbor can kill you because your grandparents spoke a different language than his. This is true hell on earth. Alright, let's check the house. We need to find supplies. Okay, well that's locked, so I can't get into that door. And Bruno, go ahead and start digging. There's a chair. More stuff over here. You're going to go upstairs. It looks like there's some loot easily available upstairs. Okay, so we've got some herbs, some parts, some electrical parts. Found some food. Got some components and wood as well. That's going to come in handy. Even found some water. Gonna need more than that, unfortunately. Let's keep up the search. Try to get as much of this searched before dark. More food, more components. I even picked up a lockpick. Let's see. Let's go down here. Let's see what we can make, if anything. Okay, we're going to need a metal workshop, so we might as well bust it out right now. That'll help us build tools. Okay, Bruno's done. Yeah, this is locked. I don't want to use my lockpick to open these locked cabinets. They're one-time use, so I get a better value if I trade them. let's make a shovel. That's definitely going to help us. Looks like we've got a tree house and some supplies outside. Alright, where are we at here? You know what we need? We need a crowbar. Okay, Pavel, come on down here. Use a crowbar on the door. You're going to come down here. Okay, got that door open. Now you're going to dig. You going to use a crowbar. Open up this cabinet. What did you find? Another lockpick and some books. Yeah, I know you're sick. He says he didn't feel well. He's got the shivers. Alright. Got some bandages. That's definitely going to help. Where you go, Bruno? Tired of working? Bust into that door, please. Almost through with the day, so we need to hurry. Okay, get into that cabinet, please. And, ooh, you don't have enough supplies really to make anything. That's unfortunate. Looks like that's gonna be it right there. That's as far as we're gonna be able to go. End of the day's coming up. I didn't make it. Didn't get to find out what was in that cabinet. Okay, there's our shelter. The closest we have is the ruined block of flats. The block of flats has seen some heavy fighting. Most people had fled the area before the Viceni rebels clashed there with the military. The battle is over now, and there should be many things left to scavenge because people were leaving in a rush. So there's a lot of food. Huge amounts of materials, meds, lots of weapons, lots of parts. St. Mary's Church. St. Mary's Church is still a place of meetings for the local community. Priest Oleg is known for his charitable work and offering refuge to the poor. He might have something to give away or trade. The vestry behind the church is devastated and abandoned, and we could find some useful materials there. So we've got food, materials, meds, parts. It says caution advised. The Quiet House. It's in a housing estate that remains almost untouched. It's a calm area of little houses with porches and gardens. Most of those houses are still inhabited. People are trying to lead normal lives there. We've got nothing to look for there unless we're willing to steal. Well, let's go to the closest destination. That's the ruined block of flats. Marco's going to scavenge. Pavel's going to sleep. And we're going to have Bruno sleep as well. There's no raids on the very first day, so... And we're just going to go as is. Actually, let's do a thorough search of the house. Oh, I didn't double click on that, so I didn't actually pick it up. It's so empty and quiet here, it gives me the creeps. Yeah, well, you're not kidding. There shouldn't be anybody here. Well, we did find some food right out in the front yard. That's good. More food. We're finding components in wood too, so that's helpful. Oh, a staircase. Okay. The baby carriage isn't empty. A few objects lie scattered inside. A rattle, a smiling red crab, well worn by baby teeth. A feeding bottle of half full of congealed mass that was probably a baby formula. Someone must have left in a terrible rush, or maybe didn't need them anymore. Well, that's kind of sad. Okay, well, coffee and cigarette rolls and some fertilizer. Just take whatever we can find. This room is empty. Take whatever we can get our hands on. Can't carry any more wood. So I'm pretty much full, actually. Take the fertilizer. You do have gun parts here. So I could carry more coffee and more shells. You know, let's leave the shells and take the weapon parts. And let's see what's upstairs. Looks like a dangerous place. More food, that's good. Max out on components. Yeah, can't take anything else from there. Okay. We're going to need a saw blade to get through that. Nothing I want to take there. Another saw blade. So we're going to need 2 saw blades. Oh, and that's it. Not much else we can take unless we have saw blades. So let's get out of here. We will have to come back once we get saw blades. Welcome to the morning of day 2. He's bragging about everything he found. That's perfectly fine. Alright, Marco. You're slightly wounded. We're going to bandage you up. Oh yeah, you didn't find any medicine. And we're going to need a bed. Yeah, I know you're hungry, but you're not eating right now. You're going to make a bed. Looks like a great place for a bed, don't you think? So that's the bed you're going to be sleeping in. And you're still sick. I understand. You're going to bust into this room. I know everybody's tired. And I can't make a saw blade. We are definitely going to need a stove. Yeah, put the stove in the kitchen next to the refrigerator. Seems like a good spot. Hopefully there's good stuff in there. We've got some medicine and some food. Okay, well, you're sick. You're going to have to take the meds. I really hate to use the good meds, but better than dying. That's the right dose. Okay, yes, it is warm. Thank you for noticing. Okay, well, we can't make another bed right now. That's unfortunate. I can make a radio. Let's make a radio, find out what's going on in the world. Might as well put it right there, right at the bottom of the steps. Seems fair. Yeah, I know you would gladly eat something. Everybody's hungry. Actually, we're not going to eat right now. But we'll have Bruno. Oh, we're one short on water. We're going to need to find water. So we can't even start making meals. You can go ahead and make the fuel, save us a little bit of time. And Pavel, check the radio. See what's going on in the world. Says the rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. That's not pleasant. The upcoming day should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. That's a relief. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pagoran, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Alright, well, at least we have information on the war. I would love a good night's sleep. Yeah, well, guess what? You're not going to be doing much sleeping. How you doing there, Marco? Still sleeping. Let's go ahead and end the day here. Got nothing else for these guys to do. Marco's going to be the scavenger. And you're sick, you get to sleep in the bed. You need to guard. We've got to shelled school. Says the school's been shelled several times. Unfortunately, most of the cellars have collapsed, so it might be a good idea to bring a shovel and maybe some other tools. They say some homeless people have taken refuge inside the building. There is some food, lots of materials, lots of meds, lots of parts. Supermarket. The store supplied the whole neighborhood before the later turned into a war zone. Since the area is under military control, it might be dangerous to do the groceries there. Still, it might be worth the risk, because there should be a lot of goods left. There's a lot of food. There's danger, though. Can't really go back to the ruined flats. There's lots of food in the quiet house. We pretty much are going to have to go there. Lots of food, lots of meds, lots of parts. So we're going to need all of those. Let's head to the quiet house, see what we can find. We'll bring the crowbar. Oop, not a lockpick, though. Found some food right out in the front yard. That's awesome. There's some wood. No, there's people in there. Of course, honey, it was long ago. We met then, remember? You were so handsome in your uniform so many years. Okay, some old folks. What is happening? Who are you? Okay, well, you definitely saw me. Doesn't seem to be hostile, though. What are you looking for? He's not threatening me. My wife's sick and not in the mood. Are you gonna kill? No, I'm not gonna kill you. Let's see what you got in here. Please don't take the medicine. Okay, we will take the parts right now. What do you think you're doing? Hide somewhere. Of course, she's gonna come down and check us out. Bandits. Yeah, they're not hostile. Some jewelry. More food, canned food. Not really the kind of food I'm looking for, but there's nobody there. Bust open this door. Go upstairs. Use a crowbar in this door as well. A couple items from outside. Hey, it's a refrigerator. We should check out the, see if they got any food. Oh, they got plenty of food. Drop this piece of wood for food. I'm going to take all the food. Let's drop the coffee. Oh, you know what? We need water. Let's see what they got upstairs. More coffee, electrical parts. There's a letter from Grandpa Bernard to Alan. We're happy to learn that you've come to like living with Auntie. The war is not that bad, it's just not fun for children. In fact, they say it will be over soon. So don't worry about us, Grandma's feeling better. She asked me not to tell you, but she's saving some flour to make you those cookies you like. And as for me, well, I promise you to repair the swing when you are back. You're calling for help. Well, the phones don't work, so good luck with that. I'm not hurting anybody. We need the supplies. That's why we're doing it. Bunch of bandages. That's good. Some more medicine. Drop the tobacco. Take the bandages. Yeah, we definitely need to come back here. Okay, we're pretty much full, so let's run to the exit. No, he went out the back door, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Beginning of day 3. I brought the bandages. Now let's see to that wound. We've been raided. Someone tried to rob us. They were just a couple of scavengers, so we managed to fend them off. We had some weapons, but not enough for everyone. Bruno was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves. Pavel's still sick. Bruno's wounded. Everybody's hurt. Wonderful start. All right, folks. Well, we're at the beginning of day 3. We'll call this a video. It's getting kind of long, so we will continue later on. Why don't you check back for video 2, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.